Jim and Elizabeth Elliott. They were missionaries in the 1950s who sought to introduce Jesus to the Aka or Waodani tribe in the Ecuadorian jungle. After attempts to offer peace offerings to the tribe via drop bucket from an airplane, Jim and his 4 other missionary partners thought that there was an open door for them to eventually make face-to-face contact with the tribe to be able to talk with them. Unfortunately, the men were not greeted as they had hoped and instead were speared to death. 2 years later, other missionaries, including Elizabeth Elliott, Jim Elliott's wife, were able to make successful face-to-face contact and see people from the tribe come to a saving relationship with Jesus. It's a powerful story of commitment. The missionaries' commitment to Jesus and the missionaries' commitment to people who have not yet met Jesus. Jim, Elizabeth, and their missionary partners embodied the term kindness that we find in Ruth 1, verse 8, where it says that Naomi is basically praying for Orpah and Ruth and saying, I hope God shows you kindness as you have shown kindness to our family. But what's interesting here is that the word we have in our Bibles for kindness probably doesn't adequately capture the term that's being used here. It doesn't capture the extent of how the Hebrew term hesed is being used in this context. In Ruth 1, verse 9, Naomi recognizes that she is unable to provide a future for her daughter-in-laws. The kindness of the Lord that Naomi speaks of is not just God being nice here. It's a term that has actually 3 specific qualities attached to it. One is it's a relational term of concern. This isn't just like, oh, I have concern for those people over there I've never met before. It's I actually know you in a relationship and I'm concerned for you. That's what this is talking about. Second, it's a form of concern with intent to rescue or address a particular need that another person has. So it's concern that has the intent of, I think I can actually help you in this situation. I think I can actually do something about this. And the third quality is it's a form of concern that the rescuer is uniquely capable of providing, meaning the rescuer thinks like, I don't know anyone else who could provide for this situation like I can. In relation to what Naomi says of God, that God's kindness, she hopes God's kindness will be shown to Ruth and Orpah. She is saying that God is concerned for his creation, Orpah and Ruth. There's the relational concern, like he created them, he loves them, he wants to be in that relationship with them. He has that kind of concern. And she's also saying that God is concerned with providing for their destitution. There's the intent to rescue. And that God is uniquely capable of providing for their need. That God is uniquely qualified to provide for their lack of a husband, their life to come, basically. Jim, Elizabeth Elliott, and their missionary partners embodied this quality, this kind of kindness. It wasn't just that they were nice to this tribe. They were nice in very specific ways. They had concern for a particular people group. They were trying to be in relationship with them and show that concern. They had intent on rescuing them from their separation from God by introducing them to Jesus. And they were uniquely called, gifted, trained, and positioned to provide for that need. The Elliots and their missionary partners showed hesed, the kind of kindness that Ruth 1 is talking about. They showed that kind of kindness to the tribe that they were engaging with, which is commitment beyond the norm.